What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pete's Basement Extras. We got some comic reviews for you, courtesy of Ramon, who has actually read some books this week. I had another one of those weeks at work where I didn't get a chance. We got Red Mother from Boom Studios, The Dark Knight Returns, The Golden Child. We've got Dying is Easy from Joe Hill. So Ramon's going to talk us through and try to convince me to spend my time reading these books. What was Red Mother from Boom Studios?
Boom's been doing some good stuff recently.
Yes, they have.
Between, Before and After, which is my current crack.
Okay.
That is the first book I read that week.
All right.
Always. But,
that's the King Arthur shit, right?
Yes.
See, you always kind of, not laugh at, that's the wrong word, but you kind of snicker at me when it comes to stuff that I obsess with, whether it be Greek mythology or a certain horror writer that, you love to fucking throw different shade at me.
I don't know, he's a
Lovecraft.
Who?
Lovecraft?
Nope.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
But you and the King Arthur legend are just as bad as me.
Yeah. I'm a sucker for King Arthur.
You are.
Yeah.
And everybody's entitled to their shit. So, that said, Boom Studios is on point lately. What's Red Mother?
I don't know yet.
Okay. I love stuff like this.
But it starts out with this girl and her man, and they love each other and something like that, so they're going for a walk, and they went out eating. So they're like, hey, we'll go back to my place. You know it. Yeah, chicken bow bow. So they're walking, and for some stupid reason, something's happening in a dark alley. He foolishly decides to go and check it out.
Did he bring her with her, or did he say, like, hey, baby, wait here?
No, they go together. Which makes no sense, because it was a black guy. Brothers don't do this. Black people are the first ones to be like, nah, I'm out.
Yeah, it don't concern, get out.
Nah.
Not for nothing, they have the best survival instincts of anyone in a horror movie. That let's check it out shit is white people territory.
Yes.
I'm gonna just fucking say it. Yes.
So they go.
Who wants to go? Whose idea is it to go in the horror house in the first place? It's always white folks, and there's always like one or two token black friends that are just like, I'm gonna just go with this shit. Poor bastards.
Yeah. They go. And his girlfriend's white. So they go in, and it doesn't take long, like a panel or two. He gets his ass handed to him and presumably killed. She gets like a claw right across her face, and her eyeball gets ripped out.
They show that?
Oh yeah. That's what the cover is. Some woman holding the woman's eye patch like this, and she's holding an eyeball.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, that
adds to it.
Yeah.
One cover. It's an actual relevant cover.
And it's like her that's all fucked up, and she's holding the eye, and she's covering the eye, but her red self is also covering her eye. That's some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the story adds on to it. It's a good cover. It's
all right.
So she wakes up in the hospital, bandaged up and horrible. They're trying to imply like, we haven't found him, but we're looking for him. Trying to imply that it was the boyfriend that assaulted you.
Right. So he's missing.
Yes. Even though it looked like he was just killed.
So you got fucked up.
Yes. So some time's going on, and she gets this fake eye installed.
Oh, so the times are passing.
Yeah.
No, it's not like next week.
No. This is definitely some healing happened, enough for an eyeball to be placed in there, and she looks normal, except for some wanky scar. Like, she didn't just lose an eye. Like, it like clawed into. Yeah, it's like she's like worse than Cable.
Right, dug deep.
Yeah. So, she's dealing with it, depression, PTSD, whatever you want to call it, all of that, and she's been distant from friends and stuff like that. And she's having weirdness, like flashes of pain, and then red. Like at one point, her fake eye turns all red. Why would a fake eye turn red? Yeah. So she's seen a therapist, and the therapist is like, wait, what? You should tell a physician this. Okay, so on and so forth. So it happens in the middle of the street, and then when she looks up, like she sees this black creature just moving towards her. And that's where it ends.
So can she see monsters with this new eye of hers? Is that the case?
I think it was done on purpose for that. Like, she's been marked, and that is the mark. It's not the new eye per se, because it's just some plastic crap with brown eye painting.
Right.
It's just...
So we don't really know what even the title means of the Red Mother.
Yeah, so the whole fact that it's red, and there's a lot of red.
The eye is red?
The eye turns red, and she sees a lot of red.
Uh-huh.
So it's, I'm assuming, mystical based, demon, monster based, and she just got...
Sounds cool.
Inherited? Cursed?
So the fact that there's pretty much very little to be described here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, like, here's a very very vague opening issue.
Yep.
But it's still cool.
Very cool.
Sounds it. IDW's Dying is Easy. Now, this is a Joe Hill book.
Mm-hmm.
And last we heard of Joe Hill, he was writing mad shit for DC under his own label, Hilltop Productions.
Yeah.
So what's up with this?
What's up with it? I don't know why he's doing both, but he probably get away with it. I don't think he signed exclusive. Good for him.
Somebody's paying him.
Yeah.
Dude. Or he had a previous contract that he's got to fulfill.
Yeah. All right, the main character in this, I forget his name, was a cop who is now a stand-up comedian.
Okay.
And he's saying his jokes on stage and all this other stuff, and it's kind of dark. Like, he was a former homicide detective and stuff like that, and it was, obviously, it's not going to be happy, peppy times. So the jokes are there, and I don't know, I found one or two of them funny.
There's actual jokes?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's almost like he did research on, like, stand-up, which is hilarious. So afterwards, they're sitting down, talking together and stuff like that, and, like, they even making fun of, like, your jokes were killed. There's one comedian who's like, oh, man, I love going up after you because I can say anything and it'll be better than the shit you say.
That's fucked up.
Yes, it is. So
that's punch in the face worthy.
So he comes up, and, you know, the ex-cop sits down next to his buddy, and his buddy's like, how much it takes to hire a hitman? And I was like, depending, man. You could get a couple of somethings to, like, for $40 to do it. Oh. Okay, how much to beat the crap out of him? I'm like, and he's like, well, that costs you more because that means you have to get up close and personal, and, you know, shooting somebody from a distance is cheaper. And I'm like, I thought of it that way.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
But getting physical with somebody, fingerprints, sweat, DNA, I'm like,
all right,
that's right. Stop playing. And then the guy was like, wait, what? Why do you hate him for so much? He steals jokes. Like, ugh, that sucks. That really sucks. Nah, he stole my joke. He stole your jokes too. Wait, what? Yeah, no, he stole your joke. He used your line about this other day. Yeah, he's getting a shot on Leno, which was funny. That's in Leno. I think, but it's obviously
that places it.
Yeah, and he's going to have.
It always makes you wonder, like, does it lend a credence to truth or not? When they place it in a time like that,
okay,
like. Did this happen to somebody that they just haven't placed it then? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, they're there, they're getting drunk and stuff like that and talking about it. And he's like, yeah, you know what, I'll do it. Give me some wings. And I had twin kids, so I need some money for them because, you know, 2 kids are more expensive than 1. And, you know, we do it. And like, okay, yeah, whatever. Afterwards, I think he goes out to have a cigarette or he's about to leave, and the other comedians there talking shit and stuff like that, and he just punches him in the gut. Just like, you know, like you're being a dick. Yeah. You stop stealing my jokes, or if not, there's going to be more of this. You know, just, yeah, pukes all over his shirt and jacket. He takes off his jacket and throws it away and just leaves him on the floor holding his gut. You know? He's dead the next day. Cops are after him. His female friend at the bar calls him to him, look, they're after you. Why? For what? Punching him? That bitch, he complained about me punching him? Like, no, dude, he's dead. The cops are coming after you. They should be there right about now. And that's where it ends.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Like something happened in between that gut punch and...
Mm-hmm. The art is good. It's very darkish. You like it. Comes off a little medieval, a little bit. Not too much in here.
I appreciate the gut punch, too, because I've always... as a fighter, people always guard to their head.
Mm-hmm.
So you always figure a gut punch can always catch them pretty much by surprise.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can always boom, bang.
Mm-hmm. Sucker punches are great.
Yeah, no, it's a great shot.
Take the air out of the sucker, and that's it.
And if you can't breathe, you can't fight.
Yeah.
Period.
You can't breathe. You start thinking like a dumbass, and you just put your hands on it.
Great fucking idea.
Yeah.
All right. Let's figure this out. Dark Knight Returns: The Golden Child. Now, this is technically the Dark Knight Volume 4.
Is it 4?
Which should have ended, because it was Dark Knight 2, there was Dark Knight 3, and now there's Dark Knight: The Golden Child.
Yes, okay,
So
this is 4. Yeah, 3 was the Master Race, right?
Uh-huh. And
there was a Dark Knight, The Dark Knight Returns?
There was the Dark Knight Returns, which was the first one. There was the Dark Knight 2, which I don't even know if that had a subtitle. Dark Knight 3, The Master Race, which I never read because it was awful. And here we are, the Dark Knight: The Golden Child.
Oh,
all right, not everybody not everybody makes everything.
Because we're talking about a Dark Knight. Because Frank Miller should retire. Who asked for the 4th in the series?
And who asked for the 3rd?
Like, I understand when you have a classic story, you get greedy and you want that sequel. That's what we've had so many crises.
That's been more than one crisis? Who would have known?
So, this has to do with Superman and Wonder Woman's daughter, who's a levitating bitch. Like, she hates humans. Like, she's a Kryptonian humanist racist. Like, she thinks they're sniveling, conniving, and the fact that she has super senses, so she can hear, see, and smell things, and see things, you know? And there's a kid. There's like a little super baby now. Who's, I'm assuming he's a golden child. And he's different. Even Superman was like, he's different and stuff like that, whatever. I don't know where he was at afterwards, because he's like now 5 or 6.
Is Bruce Wayne still alive in this shit?
I haven't seen him yet.
It's, like, the Dark Knight, like,
it's this
they
girl.
really alluded to the fact that he was going to drop
whatever
dead.
her name was, who became Robin.
The Robin girl.
She's now Batwoman. And the costume looks alright. The guy's trying to imitate Miller's art, though, which is still better than Miller's, but it's...
Anything can be better than Miller's.
Yeah.
So, I'm drunk and I can draw better than Miller.
Yeah. So it's...
I'm not saying the guy's not a decent writer. He's written many a good fucking story in his time.
Yeah.
The man should never pick up a pencil in his life.
Or a pen.
I'm sorry to say.
No, nothing. No, you should stop. That being said, I was into this. Until the Joker is still around.
Like a fucking 120?
I don't know. He looked like he's had some really bad Mickey Rourke type of plastic surgery. Yeah. And
I mean, maybe they're trying to make it like he's...
Who was he hanging out with in an apartment plotting? Please guess who? Which villain?
Two-Face.
Would you not think to see Joker with?
Not. Ra's al Ghul.
No, bigger.
Bigger. Catwoman? Like, wait, what?
Darkseid.
No.
Yes.
Oh, you meant bigger.
Bigger.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, it is. Stupid ridiculous.
Why is Darkseid hanging out in an apartment? Plotting.
I don't know. Of course, it's still the government thing and voting and elections and the whole corruption thing. And I'm like, you still going on with that? And they're literally drawing little Trumps, which I do not care for. Not that I'm a Trump supporter. But this explains
Keep your politics out of my funny books.
Yes.
Period. Plain and simple.
And there's also the timeline. This shouldn't be taking place now.
Yeah, right.
This should be in the far future. And no. Just say there's a fight between the Super Brats and Darkseid. And kind of sort of fight win. And it's just weird eye beams and a lot of trash talking and a lot of yada.
Like I'm not going to enjoy this book.
I'm not getting 2 or 3. It comes off like a one-shot almost the way it ended. It didn't say to be continued or nothing like that. So I'm like, is it? I don't care.
I'm just not happy with the idea of politics being mixed in with my funny books. And I guess I'm not amenable to that in any way. I don't accept it. I read comics for an escape from the news. I don't want to see that.
And I don't find it
a reflection is one thing. A direct depiction is another altogether.
Why would Joker care about who's the president in elections?
You're absolutely right. Why would he?
Or Darkseid, of all people.
Why? Right.
They're having Omega beams, but first I'll use them after the election.
Alright, so last question, since that sucked, and we knew it was going to suck. What's up with Tales from the Dark Multiverse, the Judas Contract? I have to ask you this because you are the biggest Teen Titans fan I know. If anybody was going to have some shit to say about this, it was going to be you.
Alright, it's the Judas Contract, and you know how I feel about that.
I do. So how do you feel about this?
They kind of... Alright, it takes place where at one point, you know, Terra betrays the Teen Titans.
Yes.
Or the Titans, or whatever they were called that. And... because she was working for Slade Wilson. And if you read the original comics, like we have, you know she was doing more than just working with Slade.
Right.
There was a really inappropriate relationship between the two.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't touch on this. They should have. Chickens. That being said, something happened at one moment where Nightwing got to her, Robin got to her, Dick Grayson. And she decided to not be good, but just not be suckered by Slade.
Mm-hmm.
She tears him in half.
Like literally?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then she forces his butler to give her the serum that transformed Deathstroke. Because she figured if something ever happened to Deathstroke, he'd want to get his powers back.
So she takes on Deathstroke's powers, basically,
Yes.
which is like 90% of your brain
Yes.
and like just superhuman fuckery.
So you think about, you have 90% of your brain's capacity.
So this was a serum. This wasn't Deathstroke just being born with 90%.
No, yeah, he was the government created.
Okay.
He's not a regular meta. So you have 90% of your brain capacity, plus on top of it, you control Earth. Like literally Earth. Like if she wants a sword, she just calls it and forms it. Like, yeah, it's just incredible. Her powers are incredible, and she was always ill-used. So that happened, and then she went to the Titans and still did what Deathstroke wanted to, which get rid of him. And she just changed his name from Terra, which people consider just dirt, even though it means a lot more as a Roman goddess and all that stuff, to Gaia. Which,
no, it's exactly the same shit.
yeah, and I think about Captain Planet when she, well, whatever. So she's flying around at the end of it all in this rock dragon she created. Because, you know, hey.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
If
and
you could, why wouldn't you?
she's pretty much killed everybody. Like, brutally and ruthlessly. Like, even Superman, like, she's fighting Superman, and Superman's Superman, so he doesn't, like, use his full strength at you at first.
Right, of course.
So he's just
Until
there.
he
Like,
realizes he's getting fucked up.
yeah, he's like, stop. And then she kills, Garth Changeling, Beast Boy, in front of him, and he's like, how could you? Why would you? He was like, he was just a distraction until I got those rocks. What rocks? And a bunch of kryptonite just comes and stabs him. Because they're rocks too.
Because they are. You're right.
So it was gruesome.
That's dope.
And awesome for that. But I'm like, again, left with this whole, this is leading to something else.
And the question is what?
What?
Where are we going with these tales of the Dark Multiverse? Right.
Because one Dark Multiverse villain is causing a lot of problems. And that's Batman Who Laughs.
Mm-hmm.
He's infecting people, and that's his old little run of books there that's happening. What's going to happen when all these others come out?
Well, we'll probably look at an event in another year or two before we have that answer. And then that's when we mix the Dark Multiverse with the regular, and, you know, we can settle that problem when we get there. We can cross that bridge over troubled waters, and then burn it when we cross it.
Yes, because...
And hope for a tidal wave that extinguishes it.
The
bridge over troubled waters.
The Batman Who Laughs is supposed to interact and deal with, or vice versa, with Apex Luthor.
Okay.
Apex Luthor is current Lex Luthor who's been enhanced by the goddess that was beyond the source wall.
Mm.
So he's been enhancing other villains. That's what I whole
that's in
villain
the
thing.
main multiverse, right?
Yes. So they're going to deal with each other. So there's a lot of villainy going around. And I understand it's you're the villain, but damn.
I mean, they're really going balls to the wall, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, that about does it for a comic book wrap-up this week. Hit us up, questions@Pete'sBasement.com, Facebook.com/Pete's Basement, Instagram, Twitter, etc. @Pete's Basement. You want an awesome Pete's Basement t-shirt? You want a BNN t-shirt? Go on represent.com/store/Pete's Basement and pick yourself up a Pete's Basement shirt or a hoodie or a Breaking Nerd News shirt or a hoodie or courtesy of our boy Cheeseburger, a Zen Rockstar t-shirt and send us your photo, and we will pop it up on the Basement Show and make you internet infamous. Thank you to all of our friends who have subscribed to The Haul. Make sure you do that and see what me and Ramon are picking up each week. Check out the Pete's Basement newsletter that Steffi so meticulously puts together. And thank you to our patrons. We encourage you to, if you can, join the Pete's Basement Patreon. We've got a lot of cool prizes just waiting for you to be sent out. And that about does it. Salud. We will see you next week for our season ender, the end of season 12. Can you believe it? December 19th. We'll see you then. Pete's Basement is copyrighted 2019. Ripped Productions. All rights reserved, so go fuck yourself.
Oh my god, my ass hurts. Huh?
That's my line.
That was the clap I needed.
That was a weird.
That was weird, yeah.
But it was still good. It was deep. It was nice.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fuck you then. None of my claps will
We're
ever
clapping
be
leaders.
You are. You are. Clearly. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pete.
Yay, new clap!
That was the clap we needed.
Yeah.
Not the clap we deserved, but the clap we needed at the time.
So that coming too.
Good.
Kill